Ravens actually making their reappearance. Here, no Astras on Haven.
Omen's back, baby. Astra meta is dead, and I love to see it. I think she'll still find her home. I think she'll still find her place in this game. But for now, Omen is a strong character, and these are very NA standard comps. Double Duelist, a Cypher, a Sova, an Omen. It's nothing too special to write home about, but what could be special is the pace of this round out of Cloud9. Last legs for Foxy here, as the A site practically already under the control of Cloud9.
And you touched on it, right? Cloud9 having a strong attacking side, getting to do it again here. Floppy gonna delay the plant for a second, and it was delayed just enough for the rest of the Foxy squad to get on the side off the back end of a paranoia, but the kills start to swing the way of Cloud9. If you blinked, you missed it. The kill feed flooded with red, and Cloud9 for another pistol.
I really love the retake play there from Foxy. I think that was very directly them trying to counter out the pace that Cloud9 was showing. They don't want to get bowled over. They wait. All 5 members ready, but I think the paranoia missed the man that was playing in towards short, so he was able to swing forward. I believe that was Leaf, and then Mitch, as soon as the paranoia wore off, was able to swing out from default and just shut that down. It was such a tough crossfire to contend with. I almost would have liked to see them slow that down a little bit. Try and have someone work that flank, put a little bit more pressure on. That never really happened. It was just quick little hits, and well, this one, no different. Zeppa starts things off strong.
And quick little hits. Well, a little hit to the body with the Marshall there surely will sit you down as the tag comes through. Sugar Free once more with the shorty, unable to find any value there, but Pinkfu does grab one back, and that's the player you got to worry about with Classic in hand. Pinkfu finds ways to find kills. Is going to toss out another right click as Boostio trying to find something on the cross. Cloud9 corralled back towards that mid-site area. Foxy now down to their last 2, only able to find a kill onto 1, and one of the kills swung the way of Leaf, who was one of 2 players wielding the Ares on the attacking side, and I'm excited to see some Ares spray downs. I wonder what they've got in mind, because that is a gun you rarely see, especially on attack.
Yeah, you don't see it all too often, but I like the creativity there. Pull out something special. The Marshall, for a long time, you didn't see too much of it either. But, I mean, we've seen work at it. Everyone remembers that tense clip from Masters where he got the ace off that weapon. So it's a good look. Ares, not good enough. Onto the headshots. And Mitch actually holding with the lesser weaponry, but the shock's good from Zeta. This round should be over, but it's good damage to deal from Boostio, especially. Only 2 surviving members from C9, but we talked about this last match. They're keeping, in most of these rounds, 2 players down on the Ghost. They're only investing in a couple bigger weapons, and that allows both Leaf and Zeta, some very, very dangerous players, to have these rifles into the next round. 3, actually. Wow.
Yeah, it seems like we are getting pretty far away from the bonus meta like we saw previously, right? There's Mitch is gonna be doing all right, win or lose, going into that next round, but Leaf, Zeta, kind of low. Floppy, you know, kind of toeing the line there as to whether or not they'll be able to buy in the next. Should this round go the way of Foxy, and that's a great start by Boostio. It's traded right back, and Sugar Free able to steal one away. Zeta not going for the multi-kill this time around. It's Sugar Free instead. The Reyna picks up 2 out towards mid, dismisses away. Now very healthy are all 4 remaining on the side of Foxy, and it's up to Leaf and Mitch here in a 2v4 situation to try and get things done.
Where are they going to work with this one? Not a ton of information for either camp here. So C9 Blue, we're going to have to isolate one of these duels quickly. A site being left for the retake. That's off the Cypher utility committed there. So C, maybe not the best call. There's an Omen tucked in one platform. It's Pinkfu holding. He has the shot. Spike down. It's Mitch alone.
A near flawless round for Foxy there, shutting down what Cloud9 brought to the table. And now, just as we talk about comps and our speculations were erased, we get to see now, in terms of economy, what happens after that bonus round was no longer a bonus round. It's Mitch, very wealthy in terms of credits, but not having a whole lot for the rest of the squad. As we get to take a peek at Sugar Free, getting things done in the replay, and really being a catalyst there for the squad, and then Pinkfu has an easy way closing things out. But you look at that economy, that hurts on the side of Cloud9 on what should be your full buy round.
Yeah, they still have managed to invest into some good weaponry here, but Busio, he might have just the best weapon possible. It's the Blade Storm, but the drone forces him back and plucked from midair. It's Floppy with the rifle to find things. Cypher utility being contended with, but is T9 going to commit this? Looks so. It's Leaf in quick.
Oh, Leaf goes right into the trap wire. He's just going to stick it after finding a kill, forcing Sugar Free away. Nobody to answer, and Mikey goes over the top ropes there with the shock dart kill, stopping the plant and making this round a very winnable one for Foxy.
Good lurk here from Mitch. He has to keep Mikey completely in this position. He's not even pushing off of this, but he's forcing out a recon, buying so much time for the squad. So long as Mitch is alive, this retake feels nigh on. Oh my god.
Okay,
Well,
take what's useful.
you said it, Mimi. As long as he's alive, it feels impossible. And if not from time alone, how about a spray down and a 3K on the round now? 6-1-1 on the Cypher. And Haven is one of my favorite maps to watch because of the ability to lurk, because of how big it is, and watching these Cyphers, these Killjoys, the Sentinels start to take a peek as we look at our instant karma moment.
Spike down.
Shock darts going wide, and I mean, that round was the round swinging the way off of, again, Mitch on the lurk there, and that's the feeling of instant karma as we hop back into things. 3-1 the scoreline. Cloud9 Blue still out on top, and Mitch looking to get work done out towards mid once more.
The lurk definitely seems presented pretty well by Credit Karma, instant karma. Up towards mid now, it's Mikey with the drone trying to fight his way out of garage. I feel like Foxy's been very starved of information in some of these rounds, so I like the forward play with the drone. Try and get something in your hand. But Zeta has information of his own. Spots out, I believe, both of the players in towards garage, and this makes Cloud9 suspicious that this A site could be easy for the taking. They'd be right. It's only one man, Cypher, to hold down, but if there's only one player to do it, Ezire, he's been good for the multi-kill in these situations.
And with the time getting chipped off the clock here, as Cloud9 haven't really pulled the trigger any direction. Sugar Free has since rotated back over towards A, so they know that given out all the information that they did, he might be the place to go. Sugar Free gonna find the first leaping on through the site. Zeppa gonna leap on top of the boxes and be shut down again, so you do not want to feel froggy in front of Sugar Free. He will stop you if you leap. 3v3 situation with the spike getting planted. Ezire still waiting to hop on the board here. He will have some help in that jet, bringing up the rear. Boostio gonna have the operator in hand, looking to find an angle, but just nothing given up here by Cloud9.
Yeah, both the flash agents are dead, so it's just this dart to initiate things.
Dash on into the cloud first. Zeta finds one, finds the next. Boostio can't find the shots. Cloud9 Blue, all three remain on the retake to close out another round.
I'm a big fan of that double play in towards Graffiti. Normally you see at least one player tucked in towards Hell, but you never expect the second playing that close angle Graffiti side. Obviously, for the camp of Foxy, they were completely unprepared, but I like this hold. Sugar Free, he has the read. Rotates on over to help things out, but unfortunately, Cloud9, they're just so good once they get the spike down, and this is where I start getting worried for Foxy, because it's another one of these kind of halves where Cloud9, we see the momentum solely in their camp, as it's only the pistols up in this one for Foxy.
Sometimes that Bulldog just feels so darn good, and we saw Zeta finding a couple of kills there with it towards the end of that round. Now Foxy back down to the damaged economy, waiting to buy up in the next, hoping to do damage here in this one. Boostio to swing out for some info, looking for a backstab, I believe, on the Sova, droning out towards mid, but unable to find it. Zeppa finds one, long-range battle, goes the way of the Vandal, close range, and another medium range. So really showing off the talents here is Zeppa with the Vandal in hand. The swap from Counter-Strike to Valorant looking pretty good here for the jet player of Cloud9 Blue. And, well, Foxy on the verge of giving up. Nope. Okay. I was saying on the verge of giving up a flawless, but Sugar Free makes me eat my words. Does damage onto one. Looks for some more as the bait and switch Mitch to close it out to keep that spot at the top of the kill feed, the leaderboard, and Cloud9 Blue find another.
Oh, I could have given Zeppa the ace there. I feel a little bad for the guy. He was clearly gunning for it, but teammate's not going to give him the opportunity. I like that. They're cleaning up shop here. This is what we talked about during that kind of little baby kind of intermission show there, that they probably talked to their coach and realized their mistakes. They're going to fix it on up here. They're going to be a little bit more prepared, and it's looked very clean across the board. What interests me in this round is Boostio on the operator. Thus far, they haven't really had something to deny this control towards a lobby. Maybe it's the op to do so.
Nowhere to run. Right here.
Hunter Fury to try and get something done nice and early over the top of Ping Fu. Zeppa's going to go and Leaf answers. The Omen inside the cyber cage with the showstopper. No way away from the rocket launcher there. Floppy falls. The spike to be delayed for a moment. Leaf still alive. Gonna battle back for one. Shock darts tossed out both towards garage and towards the defender's side and spawn to stop the rotation. Spike goes down this time again out towards the backup side deep in the corner. Mikey, the last one standing, found a kill early in the round, needed to find 3 more, unable to do so. As you said, this is where it gets scary. Been a few rounds in a row now from Cloud9 Blue, and I mean, you take a look at that round, that screams confidence. Yeah. Zeppa jumped right over the top, just leaps over Ping Fu, and then Leaf finds the kill off the back end.
And that's really good comms, too. He's like, all right, whatever. There's no one in the smoke. Someone else deal with him. I'm just making my space. Yeah. It's so clean from Cloud9. I think that this is the point where we see Foxy's going to take an eco. I think they tack next round. This momentum has been too much. It's only 1 round to the likely 7 of Cloud9, unless they can pull off the Thrifty in this one. And the mid control has been such a strong facet of that, but maybe it's a C-long control because Floppy locking it down. A double kill to start things off, and this round really looking dire for Foxy.
Yeah, and you could kind of see Cloud9 Blue in that last one, maybe getting a little sleepy on some of their plays, giving up some rounds that they shouldn't have. This time, not giving up anything, understanding where the economy is at, and as I say it, a couple of kills swing the way of Foxy, so giving up more than they would like, as 2 players have since fallen. Ping Fu, I believe, able to find all 3 on the round, or all 2, excuse me, for Foxy. The low HP as that spike gets planted, and I mean, we saw just they're doing their due diligence here in this one. They're giving so much respect to Foxy, understanding the damage that they can do as a weapon has been retrieved. They peek out of the smoke, and well, you're looking the wrong way. It's Mitch out on top. It's a pistol upgrade into a Sheriff, and it's Cloud9 Blue now 7-1. 6 rounds the lead, and well, Foxy, if you're going to turn it on, right now is the time.
There's a reason that Mitch is the one guy from that kind of initial Cloud9 roster that is still around, because he's a very adaptable player. He's strong on these lurks. He's strong in his individual play. We're seeing that here, and I like that you made that point about respect. I think when we see teams like, especially Sentinels comes to mind, playing in open quals, they just don't give a damn. They will run it down on you. They will pull out the Odins. They will BM it. The Cloud9's given that respect over, and that's not to say I don't like BM, because I think it's fun, but they're given enough respect, and that means rounds can come cleanly. If they don't make mistakes as often, they're not throwing away things they shouldn't, and it works well for them. The aggression, well, that one's not going to work out when Mitch is on the scene.
And I think that Hunter Shuri, it had the trajectory, it just didn't have the distance. It could have found a couple of tags, and Mikey just playing a bit too far back with this one. Too much respect, even in that manner. Floppy finds another on the round. Leaf tosses out the paint kill to stop the push through a link. Zeppa's able to get one through the dark cover. Now Mikey needs to be careful, creeping through themselves. Able to spot the cross. Now Zeta trying to get in on it as Mikey finds one, gets traded out, and Boostio in a familiar spot. The last one alive here for Foxy. With an operator, though. It's a whole lot harder to find these kills. 1 away from the Blade Storm, and it's a classic from Leaf to come out on top. 8-1. And we've yet to see that tactical timeout, Mimi.
Yeah, it hurts me when teams don't use tacs. Like, honestly, it's such a valuable tool. Even if you don't have a coach to talk to, I'm not sure if Foxy has a coach or not, but it can just help to cool down your opponent a little bit. Give you more time to think, but it just hasn't happened just yet. For Foxy, I wouldn't hate to see a little bit more aggression. We've seen them attempt it on the ecos, but that's just been well read. Maybe on one of these buy rounds you try and make a play forward. They need something to bolster their confidence, and having kind of a successful aggro play can oftentimes do that. And with double garage, maybe they're sending that look. It's a paranoia out towards grass, and it's C9 up towards C. Not again.
No! The second time this series that we see Zeppa completely swatted away by the Owl drone. Let it be known, do not dash behind the drone or it will not go your way. A nice recon bolt gets the ping onto Ping Fu. As Busio comes around with the knives, unfortunately not going to find his target. It's Zeta out on top. A couple of kills traded back though. And now it's all up to Floppy. Neural Theft used here for the information. If everything they need, does Floppy have everything he needs? Finds the first low HP for the next, and it's Sugar Free. Vandal in hand to get Foxy back on the board.
I like the call to fight for garage control there for C9 Blue, but the issue was they had no one towards Brass. They had no pressure towards middle, so Foxy felt pretty safe to take that control, and C9 Blue, they were already committed to those fights. They had to funnel in one direction. 3 players were ready for them, so it all goes awry. Well, Foxy, they needed a round. This is exactly what it took, and just good work from them. Sugar Free especially, going huge with that 4K. Thing is, though, C9's still going to have money. Like, look how much they still have in the bank. They're going to be set up for the rest of this half. They have a trust fund behind them. They've been saving their money well. So, Foxy, this is still pretty tough.
And the downtime from a Masters Reykjavik seemed like Cloud9 players maybe got themselves a nice little paper out to have some extra credits. Coming into this one as we take a peek at this shock dart, and okay, we like that, clearing out what could be some trap wires, stopping a push, especially since the changes. The jet, right, the dash no longer goes through those trap wires, which is why we're seeing Zeppa get way up top, looking to hurdle over those, dashing on towards the sites. A different look, though, this time around is to play towards A for Cloud9 Blue, no longer trying to hit that C site. And I mean, a flank is imminent here. Sugar Free all the way up towards mid. The first kill swings the way of Cloud9. It's Mitch who picked that one up. And Zeppa on the site. The Neural Theft gives so much information, so they're all spotted out. Zeta trying to play around the box here. Lear goes through, and Sugar Free unknown for just a second. Maybe here's that footstep. Zeta trying to find the angle, but a lot closer than you're expecting, and Zeta still comes out on top, waiting for some more. Not going to find it as the rest of the team bringing up the rear from this heaven position. Busio finds 2, able to dash onto the site. Not going to bust the ankles there. Will get spotted out by some of that Sova utility, and the kills continue to swing the way of Cloud9, and it's Zeta again to clutch things out for a 3K. Busio did everything he could, Mimi, and it just wasn't enough.
Zeta is just the life insurance policy for this team. We saw it on Icebox with him clutching up that round where he was playing from the post plant towards back B, and we see it again right here in this one. This man is so focused on just holding down the flank. He's almost always able to win the duel and shut down a flanker. And then as the Sova, he has so much utility to work with to find these retakes. He has the shock darts, he has the recon, he has the drone. Everything is so set up for this role, and Zeta just plays it perfectly. The clutch definitely going to be hurting Foxy a little bit here as Busio still able to muster a riflist, trying to fight for long control here. This is a Hunter's Fury up on the execute.
Oh no! Leaf getting caught up there, not able to push through, and you saw he was thinking, do I shoot this with the showstopper or not? Either way, it's kill for kill to kick off the last round of the first half. Cloud9 looking to back away here. A bit of aggression from Zeppa, still holding down that sewers position. The rest of the squad, though, trying to split towards the C site. They will be met by Ping Fu, who's been very scary for this Foxy squad. And, well, with the judge in hand, it's a whole lot scarier to know exactly what that can do. Shots on target, able to find it through the wall. Floppy and the spike will both fall as the flank comes through. The distance is there. Ping Fu gets it done once more. Paranoid to try and buy some space. Trying to play around the back of the site while the rest of the team rotates. Mikey does get pinged out by the drone. A 1v2 situation. We'll see what Zeppa can get here. It's a kill on Busio. Now needs to be wary of the player out towards grass. It's Sugar Free, and Zeppa gets it done. 2 kills to cut this down to a 2v2 situation. Still a judge to worry about in some close angles to get up towards that spike. Ping Fu gonna go wide on that, and Mikey now in a 1v1. Zeta needs to continue to be the lifeline, is running out of time. It's 3 HP. It's 10 seconds, and it's Zeta on top for a 10-2 half for Cloud9.
Great look out at Cloud9 in that half, and I thought the judge got nerfed, but apparently not. Still so strong in the hands of Ping Fu, but the thing is, he was always an isolated player there. Cloud9 was holding for the cross, so no one could really set up a crossfire with him and aid him. That allowed those duels to be isolated for Zeta to find this very dominant half. It is an attacker-sided map, I'll put up, and it was the defensive side, which Cloud9 was struggling with, but against a team like C9, chances are very, very hard to come back 8 rounds in a row. We'll have to see what they can get done in this one, though. Judge, just again, you love to see it and you hate to see it at the same time.
Yeah, and I mean, shout outs to Ping Fu. 7-11 on the kill feed, but a handful of those kills are classic kills and anti-ecos. Sheriff kill earlier on another thrifty round for Foxy. Just being able to do the best with the worst, what feels like, or the least. As pistol round has kicked off, back and forth we go to find ourselves in a 3v3. It's Zeta, though. Once more to take Boostio off the board. Ping Fu close to finding a kill onto Floppy and is able to do that. Mikey through the wall, and Zeta getting a taste of his own medicine there. Mitch playing over towards that A side, going to take the long way around out towards C, which is exactly where that spike is headed.
There's always been a trip here, so he knows no one can be playing from long unless they've been there the entire time. So he should be suspicious that both playing on site, spike coming down, and Mitch spots the first.
And now gets so much info there, right? Spots one player. The other one, obviously, getting that spike down. Now needs to find a way to play around the 1v2 situation. Owl Drone coming out. Should find the tag. Looking to take the fight right to Ping Fu, but it's Ping Fu on top. A 2K on the round. A spike plant. And a closeout for Foxy will net them their third here on Haven.
I like the mid-aggression from Cloud9 there. It works initially, but it felt like an overcommitment. It felt like they overstayed their welcome. They allowed the players that were kind of holding down towards A-Long and towards C-Long, trying to kind of hold around that default, were able to rotate over in time and find those refrags. So it would have been great to see C9 able to relent before that happened. But for the side of Foxy, this is best-case scenario. They have a buy-up into this round. This is exactly what we saw over on the map of Icebox. They win the second half pistol, get a little momentum off it, and make things close. And this is actually really interesting for Ping Fu. Trying to shut down aggression. Works well, but the dash back good. He's getting hounded down by Cloud9, but still alive up top. Has to make the drop, but from downtown mid-air, it's Sugar Free to help out and find advantage with Foxy. C9 Blue, they'll relent the aggression this time, but they give over some weapons. This force buy falling apart.
And I was kind of wanting to ask the Cloud9 players, what's going on with the Ares in the second round? Is that, a meme buy, or is that is there something that we should know about it? And forcing up with, I guess, 7 rounds to play with, it definitely feels a little memey to have the Ares, especially since we haven't really seen any value out of any of the ones that they've purchased. So only 3 remaining for Cloud9, and barely 3 remaining, I should say, is Floppy. A bit worse for wear. Zeta to be the first to contact with the Ares in hand. Maybe we see some of that value. The wallbang's not going to land just yet. It's a nice little crossfire to be held here. Boostio and Sugar Free holding it down. Coming around the corners, the 1 HP Floppy will fall. Mitch now the next. The run and gun there with the Frenzy, able to get some value. And with these Iron, Sugar Free still alive. Foxy only lose 1 here to grab their 4th. And that was a force round. Cloud9 Blue, Mimi. I mean, they're giving up maybe a little too much here.
Yeah, they are giving up a good bit early on, and now they're going to be pushed down onto a pretty trash buy in this one. Are they going to keep with the aggression, or are they going to relent it on back, change that pace down a dial? We'll have to see. But for Foxy, they've been doing well to punish this aggression. I love that sneaky little teleport from Ping Fu up top. It's such a weird off angle that I don't know. You rarely, if ever, see that one in play. So he was able to get some good work done from it. And now, on the side of Foxy, Boostio early on setting this pace, getting some aggression towards C Long. But it's just the walk-up. Cloud9 not aware as they're working with a B and Garage staff.
Yeah, and I mean, giving up the C site completely, trying to play retake here. This is that eco round, so trying to find something off the stack, and unfortunately doesn't go their way. Paranoid goes through his death bug, and a follow. Ping Fu tagged out, and there's another frenzy kill. No way that pistols get this done. It's a 2 for 2. But Foxy in the driver's seat should still be able to win this one. But as I said, it's all down to Mikey. It's a thrifty round for Cloud9. How do they get that done?
Oh, that hurts so bad for Foxy. That should have been their round every day of the week. But Cloud9, the fast retakes are so good from them. I think that was the plan all along. We stack towards B, and if we even hear the semblance of a step, a semblance of information over towards another site, we're instantly just 5-manning it on in. They had the smoke pop forward. The cloud burst from Zeppa, especially good, because he's the one to create that chaos. He's the one to kind of destroy the comms by dashing on in, by sending out those cloud bursts. And when the dart is that good from Zeta to scan out, I think, 3 different players, they just have the easy job of spamming through, shutting things down. Now for Foxy, bye. It's not looking great. As C9 Blue, they're back to their old ways at C.
Lear goes out. A tag. No, the drone actually going to go wide on the tag, as are the shots. Both Mitch and Zeta to fall on the C site. It's 3 players to try and retake now for Cloud9 Blue. And, well, Boostio has other plans for this squad. 1 kill, the right click, swings the way up the knives. Floppy comes leaping around the corner. And if it was Sugar Free, it would have been the kill. But because it was Boostio, leaping is A-okay to find the frags. Now a 2v4. Seen Cloud9 do it before, dashing a bit too far out of the cloud burst. Leaves it all up to Floppy, who's pinched on the site. Mikey will close out the last 2. Foxy find their 5th in a round again that probably should have swung the way of Cloud9. So we go back and forth the last 2 rounds, and it's another eco coming out from C9 Blue.
Yeah, I'd like to see Foxy slow things down. They know Cloud9 likes to bring out aggression sometimes on these save rounds, so try and play around that. Try and get something done, but definitely a punisher for Cloud9 to lose that. They just have to keep focused. They only need 2 rounds to finish this one off, and, well, if we look on over to the other side, all Foxy has to do is think about this round by round. You're not really expecting to likely be able to come out on top here, so any damage you do, any rounds you take are good. You just keep at it. Maybe pull that momentum into your favor. You could get something under your command. Aggression in towards short. And Desire might be met by a raise.
Desire ready for somebody to play the close corner. Mikey getting the back up there, finding that long range shot. That's the one weapon brought into this round. It has not been retrieved. Now it has. And it's going to be in the hands of Zeppa, who's blinded up by the Lear. It's all up to Mitch. Classic in hand. It's Mikey once more to close things out. So a quick round swinging the way of Foxy. Expected to swing their way. They still trail 5. Cloud9 Blue go back to rifles.
Foxy, pretty much every round here has just been kind of a 5-man hit, and I'd imagine we'll see Cloud9 try and adapt around that. Flanks can be pretty powerful, because even if you have to give away the game by breaking that tripwire, you still create so much pressure. And Foxy, they're going to need to kind of make that adaptation before Cloud9 does, because there's no time to kind of get out-adapted 1 round and bring it back. You only have 2 rounds to go before you lose out on this series. So Foxy, gotta stay focused here. They spread out and a bit more of a default in this one. Is Cloud9 fighting a tad bit of control over towards a lobby. And another retake play towards C, but if you notice on the map, Cam, I believe that's placed like up high in that corner. So should work well to set them up for success. And yeah, it is that one to watch out for Garage and out towards the site.
Zeta spots the feet of Pink Fu, and the shots come from behind the drone. So they knew where Sugar Free was playing. They're able to find that kill. Zeppa gonna get a bit too aggressive, and will meet the same fate as Sugar Free early in this round. Unfortunately for Pink Fu, a bit worse for wear, lower in the HP department after the early duels, and well, now zeroed out in the HP department. As Zeta finds that kill, is he going to be able to take down the recon bolt? And not a whole lot of information gained there, as you already knew the Sova was on the site. It's a 3v4 situation. It's Foxy to play with 1 ultimate to the 3 of Cloud9 in the A site to be the destination here. Leaf finds 1. Desire's there to trade it back. So it's still a player advantage, but it's going to be the recall here for the Foxy squad as they head to another site.
Not much time to work with. I'm not sure if they even have the opportunity to take this all the way towards C, but they are trying for it. Should have the time, but remember that cam setup. Remember the retake setup in this one. Might not even come to that because there's a Hunter's Fury up available. The cam will find the info, and the Hunter's Fury can shut this down.
10 seconds left.
You really have to send it. You have to plant in an awkward spot too. Is going to come off for the first. Looking to go back for the next. It's Mikey to find the kill, and yep, that's it. Spike goes down. Desire dies. Cloud9 Blue, they push themselves to map point. So really solid play there. The utility usage from Cloud9 Blue. A cage and a cam was all it really took to slow things down, and then a Hunter's Fury to close it out.
That felt like an oversight from Foxy. They knew how little time was left on the clock, and they knew there was a Hunter's Fury in play. They still decide to make the run, and with no real margin for error. The second that Hunter's Fury came out, round was already over. Little mistakes starting to show up, and Cloud9 very good to capitalize off of them. Now a lead of 6 are the boys of Cloud9. Let's see what they can do to try and close this out. There is, what is this tripwire setup? That's so funky.
That has to be the jet end all be all, right? You're trying to stop the
updraft, yeah.
Updraft tailwind dash. Unfortunately, not needed. Mitch goes down, the site taken for free. The rest of Cloud9 Blue, unfortunately, falling all around. They've rotated over towards C. The spike works its way over towards A. Pingfu with the dark covers. Gonna try and get those ones out just to make sure that Heaven doesn't have a clear shot. But a 4v2, make it a 5v2, excuse me, and a lurk from Boostio should be the round of Foxy.
I wouldn't hate to see Cloud9 save here. Any bit of damage they can get in is good. Leaf has the showstopper. If they get into a position where this is winnable, he can pop that, try and get something done. But look at the setup from Fox, very strong. Crossfire's established towards spawn, and Boostio working on this work.
Remaining.
There's the first kill, Leaf. Now just gonna look to send it. The flawless round comes on through. It's Pingfu to close things out. It's Foxy to 7. Cloud9 need one more to close things out. Not only the map here on Haven, but the series as well. And they're giving up a whole lot here, Mimi. This is, you know, even at the end of the day, right? If they still win this series, I feel like in the round of 128, this is where Cloud9 Blue needed to show just how dominant they are. And I guess at the end of the day, a win's a win, but it kind of looks shaky. Outside looking in, if you didn't see the game, you see, whoa, Foxy, you know, 8 rounds, 9 rounds on both maps against Cloud9 Blue. What's going on there, you know?
I mean, let's not discredit Foxy, because they're playing a really strong game right now to be able to get it this close against such a big team like Cloud9, but you can still see the mistakes. You can still see the cracks showing. We cannot take that point away. However, I mean, this is so well read from Foxy. A site's free. They're going to have a walk-in. It's just retake out with the pistols. Maybe they commit the showstopper here to try and get some more damage in. And yeah, there it is. Leaf connects. No! Great updraft from Boostio. Sugar free, though, has the shutdown onto Floppy.
Through the wall once more. It's an eco round. Cloud9 as they're going to try and grab whatever they can. Mitch to find the first. Zeta hops on the board. Not like this. Cloud9. Another thrifty on the docket. The spike is planted. The remaining 2 forced away. Neural theft for the information as Pingfu goes up into Heaven. Now spotted out. Trying to find Zeppa. Hunter sure going to find a remaining kill here as it's all up to Zeta. 19 health in a dream. Running out of time. Tosses out. The recon bolt has the information, goes for the defuse. It's in an interesting spot, can look to go halfway, not gonna find the shot, so as Cloud9 almost get it done. Foxy hang on for another round.
Good look out of Foxy. At least been able to tie up with their previous scoreline of 13-8 in that icebox loss, and I really like the play there from Pingfu. He was about to get overwhelmed by the pistol players of Cloud9, but he ults away, takes position towards Heaven. That gives a free crossfire, and with him still playing in close, but in a very safe position in close, it allows Mikey on the Sova to back away and commit to that ult. It's just really good coordination out of Foxy. But Cloud9 Blue again, only 1 point away from being able to close this one on out. This time they have rifles. This is really the real test for Foxy.
In the last rifle round we actually saw from Cloud9 Blue, I felt like it went fairly, maybe the last 2 went fairly handedly in favor of Foxy. So we'll see if they can get it done again. Trapwire taken down, so presence known out towards this mid area, right outside that B side. Sugar free gonna be the first to fall. Zeta to find another. Both duelists now taken down as Cloud9, they're done playing around here on Haven. They want to close this one out, and they were just giving some false hope over to Foxy. The tag on the C site. Mitch gonna look to push out towards mid. Remaining 3 from Foxy. They're gonna try and hold it down on C.
See what they can get done here. Posturing for the retake is good. 2 players already working on that flank, and Zeta here to punish aggression. Oh, they're not even checking on the flank. Leaf gets one. Spike credit denied, and now look at Zeta. It's his time to shine, but Pingfu fights out, gives a chance.
Oh, and Mitch does it again. A 2-player spray down on the C site. The defuse to swing his way as well. It's 13-8